Holy fuck, Conyer. We got it. We got the SABCDF and the WH Omega lol who. Holy fuck. All right, we're gonna pull from left to right, from 1 all the way to 76, okay? So we're not gonna pick favorites here, okay? Round 1 Sargon debate. That is a solid F. I got way too heated in that debate. I came in with a lot of preconceptions about Sargon that affected my mood and affected my attitude, and it made me perform poorly. And then we got the Sargon round 2. That is a solid S. I would put it in SS if I could. In that time, I learned my lesson. Never get mad online. Stayed cool and calm. I was smug. I was patronizing. I did everything back to him that he did to me the first round, but I came off cool, collected, calm, and I was correct. I was correct both rounds. We got the actual Justice Warrior. That's going to be a solid A. The actual debate, I think, wasn't super interesting, but from this debate... Oh, this is round... Oh, I'm sorry. This is round 1 with actual Justice Warrior. My apologies. D. Over here. Very uninteresting. Very uninteresting. Not that good. Not good. Not good. Not much happening here. We have the Destiny Just Move debate. Just move! I'm moving! That, for me, is a solid C. We got some good memes out of this one, like both of us screaming at each other and getting really, really mad. But I think it took us like 30 or 40 minutes for nothing to happen. For nothing to happen. And we got my fucking man, Hunter, capital A Avalon. I don't know why it wouldn't be capitalized. Easy S tier. I came into that debate prepared, but not prepared to make a new friend. Came away with more than I ever could have asked for. Love you, buddy. Benjamin Politics. This one, solid debate, solid content. However, abortion debates are fucking boring. Sorry, Benjamin. That's going in the B tier for boring. Stefan Molyneux. That's a tough one for me. I feel like in the Stefan Molyneux debate, I did pretty good, but he's so unhinged and boring. I think I'm going to put this in the B for boring as well. Because Stefan Molyneux doesn't actually listen to anything that you say, like at any point in the conversation with him. He just lets it all roll off his perfectly smooth skull, and then he just says whatever he imagined he was next going to say. Conservative Hype House debate, easy peasy fucking S tier right here, baby. This debate went perfect. This debate went perfect for me. It did a lot to solidly secure my inroads in the fucking TikTok community, which is pog as hell. I think it has 1/3 of views, which is pretty high for my videos. People clearly like that one. But this, ooh, hold on. Credit. How do we do this? No. Credit where credit's due, okay? We need an easy SS tier right here for the 2 fucking Nazis. James Alsop and Eric Stryker. These 2 dipshits got fucking obliterated by Destiny and I. Whatever opinions I may have of Destiny right here, okay? This was just the easiest fucking smackdown. This was shooting fish in an empty barrel. This was shooting fish in a fucking shot glass. This was the easiest fucking debate of my life. I over-prepared for it, and it paid off. Nope, Sargon's staying in S. I just had too much fun with this one. The I Hypocrite debate. That, for me, is a solid A. Solid A for the I Hypocrite debate. We got a lot of good memes. We got the You're Fat. We got the Pop-Tart memes. Those are good. Those are solid, good memes. The actual debate, I don't know how interesting the debate was. Do you guys remember anything about this debate apart from the last 2 minutes where I went off on him and then he called me fat? The thing that really lasted was his fucking hurt feelings, because he still mulls about me to this day. And in fact, I shit you not, as of just a few months ago, or maybe even still currently, yeah, from Pessimist in chat, he was actually offering to debate other people on whether or not he lost that debate to me. He was going to debate other people on whether he lost that debate to me. So clearly he's still hurting. So I wish him luck. Godspeed. The Destiny Kenosha debate. I gotta put this one in the D. I gotta put that one in the D tier. I don't think we actually came in there and discussed the shit. I'm still a little salty about this one because I feel like I could have handled this one a lot better because I fell for the bait. I wasn't actually that mad about the nuanced, justified self-defense takes. I was mostly mad about him saying that the people who were killed were dumb fucks who deserved to die. That was mostly what I was mad about. I ended up debating the wrong subject. But yeah, not the best debate. No, that's all right. That's life, though. Adam Friended? This debate, solid F. That motherfucker didn't listen to a word that I said. He did not listen to anything that I was saying. He just kept the book guy. Yeah. Which is funny because I actually ended up meeting him in real life for, and I'll skip ahead for this one, the live debate with Destiny, which I'm going to honestly put here in the C tier. It was mostly just us friendly talking, but like after we got back to our respective homes, we went right back to shit talking each other. So clearly we didn't really address the underlying problems that we had with our respective ideologies, you know? Dankula, easy F tier. Easy. Stupid debate to have to begin with. I don't know why I would ever debate somebody who goes, ask me if I'm racist. I'm not racist. On the subtle intricacies of how your content can radicalize people or enable a far-right audience. Just an absolute waste of time. The ultimate Nozbe debate. I'd say this is a solid A tier. This one was really fun for me. I was playing Terraria during this one? I remember this one being a lot of fun for me. The ultimate Nozbe debate. This guy. Holy shit. Yeah. This fucking guy. Godspeed this kid. Jesus is Lord. That's a D tier. This guy was fucking crazy. I don't even have much to say about him. 15-year-old race realist. I'm putting this one solidly in the B tier. Right here. The only good thing from this debate was Alden's number. And that's the only thing anyone remembers. That motherfucker hung up on me in the middle of my preachy rant. How rude. Imagine not listening to me preachily rant at you, honestly. And you don't even know Alden's number. Honestly. Alden's number is easily A tier. No. We got to rate the whole debate. The whole debate. Then we got the turf. Is it Alden or Alden? Even you don't know. Then we have the turf. Ooh. This debate? Let's see. It's just a middle of the road debate. I don't remember much especially interesting from this person. The Adam Kokesh debate. This was the beginning of the would you suck dick for coconuts, which I have actually seen other people use in arguments against libertarians, which is incredible. I have actually seen other people engage in this. In fact, excuse me, there is a video game review channel I'm quite fond of called Joseph Anderson or Jay Anderson. And recently he was streaming and he said that he didn't know much about me. I think the question was prompted in chat, but he did say that he's heard an analogy used about sucking dick for coconuts that he found very amusing. And chat was like, oh yeah, that's Vosh. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I quite liked that one. The Distributist, that's a solid D tier. This one was funny because this guy got super fucking mad. I don't think about this guy very much. I don't know. He's fucking, this guy just got super triggered, like right off the bat. Also, he hit his power level. Cowardice means easy, low tier. Fuck you, okay? This guy is 100% a white nationalist, but he was doing this whole like, well, if we let all these communities govern themselves, and if one neighborhood wanted to remain white, then they should be allowed to without the imposition of state force. Dude, just say you want a white fucking ethnicity. Come on. Caleb Maupin. My Malton people, that's an easy S tier for me. That's an easy S tier for me. That one went perfectly for me, okay? I couldn't imagine anything going better for me for the fucking Caleb Maupin debate because that guy is an unhinged fucking authoritarian simp for authoritarian regimes. That guy does not believe in socialism. That guy is a disgrace to our movement. I doubt he could even describe what socialism is if I asked him. Making him mad is on its own, without anything else, 100% worth it. Oh yeah, and it seems a shared hatred of Caleb Maupin seems to have led to some degree of respect between myself and Thought Slime, so I'll accept that. We have the Mgtow Menace. I remember this one. This guy, I'm going to put this one probably... I don't remember anything about this debate, so I think I have to put it in the D tier. I remember it being fun for me at the time, but if it was truly memorable, then I think I would have remembered more. Oh, you're right. There's a WHO Megalol tier. Sorry, you're right. This is perfect. This is perfect. True. The leftist incel debate. Use the doc? No. The doc is good for reference, but if I don't remember anything off the bat, then that's the WHO Megalol. But I can pull from it really quickly so we can see. The turf should go in the WHO Megalol who? You know what? Actually, you're right. We're going to quickly revise, okay? We're moving the turf down here. And for the Mgtow Menace, I want to hear the guy's voice again. The Mgtow Boomer. Actives,
silly talk is all you got. Because I'm speaking about reality, and these guys know it, and you know it. Men do not behave like that.
I remember this guy now. This guy was part of a Mgtow sect of YouTubers who ended up being so toxic that many of them got their channels deleted. That guy and his friends got super fucking mad when I didn't debate one of their other like buddies, and they like had these cringy little YouTube comment jerk off sessions where they talked about how I could never beat them. For the leftist incel one, I barely remember that. I have to give that a WHO Megalol. Coach Red Pill. I think that's going to be a C tier for me. Nothing really happened in this debate apart from Coach Red Pill asking me if I was nervous when I was just like sitting there. He's fun. You're right. He's funny as fuck. Okay. B tier. Yeah, why are you so nervous? I'm just stone face. Here we go, guys. Jesse Grant. Remember? This was the Instagram guy who was calling me a pedophile beforehand, and he left in absolute disgrace afterwards. I don't know. I think he may have like moved on or like changed his positions, but we have to respect the debate. This for me is an easy S tier. This is one of those times where I get the receipts on people beforehand, and when we actually have that discussion, oh my god, the teardown. The first couple minutes of that, holy shit. I was actually so hyped. I was so Link, what happened? Oh, well, hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, that was 4K. That was like the height back then. Back in May, it was like 4,000 people watching my stream. Like that was a big number of people. Nowadays, the big streams get nearly 10,000. Holy shit. Can't believe that. Anyway, wow. We got kind of sidetracked there, but yeah. The Inseminator. Turf, the Inseminator. This one's good as fuck. We got a really good short video out of this one. The one where I'm like, yeah, you can like tall women, short women, trans women, cis women, black women, white women, little titty women, big titty women, no titty women, you know? That one was really good. Yeah, I remember that one. Somebody like supercut all the anime girls over it. Yeah. I think that one is S tier. No, the JF debate is S tier. The debate where I went up against one of the most renowned proponents of race realism online, and I stood my ground and came off looking more educated than him. Holy shit. I prepared for that fucking debate. JF Gariepi, the It's love, you idiot. That guy, yeah, here we go.
That there's a difference between, all I'm saying is that there's a difference between trans women and women.
Yeah, there's a difference between black women and white women, but they're both women, aren't they? So trans women and cis women are like different in some respects. They're both equally women. There's a difference between tall and short women, big booby and little booby and no booby woman, black and white woman, but they are all women, all the same. Cis. That's we go weird with this video. It's true. It remains true. It's true. True. Anyway, with the JF Gariepi debate, I think I came off looking very strong there. Very, very strong. I think my hard work paid off. Ask yourself, that's an F tier. That's an F tier for me right there. Listen, Ask Yourself has some beliefs that are very good, and there are certain ways in which he engages in defending those beliefs that are good, but I think that Ask Yourself is the definition of debate, bro. I think he gets very, very, very myopically centered on a very specific line of argumentation, and I don't feel he was listening to the arguments I was making, which was very, very frustrating for me. Cultural Preservationist, I barely remember anything from this. This would be a WH Omegalol Who. Now, the Tanky Malpin fan, this one right here is the only time I have ever rage quit a debate and then called back in. And for that alone, I'm giving it an A tier. This guy is so much of a tanky, he got kicked out of Caleb Maupin's Discord. Okay? This guy is fucking insane. This guy is fucking insane. This guy said that the Soviet Union was justified in criminalizing homosexuality because it was the only way they could defend against Western imperialism. And when I asked him what would have to happen for it to have been wrong for them to criminalize homosexuality, he said, well, global communism would have had to have happened. This motherfucker was insane. The Destiny Rematch. This was actually the most calm conversation that Destiny and I have ever had since I started a channel. This one was like 2 hours long. This, I think, is a solid, like, B-tier debate. Not very many, like, big memes coming from it, but this was a pretty pleasant conversation. I know he's got, like, a rage face on here, but that's my fault for the thumbnail, because that's what this picture got pulled from. Yeah, B for Calmstony. Very true. The vegan gains debate, that's a solid F. Not only did I not make my arguments well, in one point I made my anti-child pornography argument so poorly that it got clipped out of context and people are using it as an argument that I support child pornography. To clarify, because this is going to get clipped always and forever as long as I'm present online, the argument I'm making is that it frustrates me that liberals recognize child pornography as bad. Great, nice, well done. But then they won't recognize that there are other forms of commodity consumption that are also bad, which bothers me as a leftist. So why then is child pornography bad? Well, because to produce it, you have to hurt children, right? True. But in order to produce lots of stuff we enjoy in this world, we also hurt people, sometimes children. So that's a problem. But liberals always bust out the excuses when it comes to that. Like, oh, well, there's no other choice. Oh, well, we don't have to care about that. Oh, well. So the argument I was making was, if you really want to be consistent about not giving a fuck about where your commodities come from, then why do you have a problem with child pornography? But in the way it was context clipped, it just looked like I was defending CP, a position I've never held at any point in my life. So, yeah, that's an F just for optics. Lunatic Tanky. Wait, this isn't the Tanky Moppin fan. Lunatic Tanky. I think this one goes in the WH Omegalol. This is the guy who said Trotsky didn't do nothing. Oh, I remember this guy. That's a C tier. This guy just made me fucking mad. This just bothers me. Rem, this one was a fuckfest. Holy shit. Did we get good memes out of this? I don't think we did. I think this was just C tier, honestly. This was just a lot of shouting and misunderstanding. On the plus side, I got a ton of people afterwards who messaged me and educated the fuck out of me on like a bunch of philosophy shit. Nazi JQ debate. I don't remember this one at all. Open fascist. Oh, this one was the homo-fascist one. This was the homo-fascist one. I remember this one. This is a solid B tier for me. Izzy Bear 713. I don't think we even discussed anything of note at all. F tier. I don't remember that being productive, like even slightly, you know? To my memory. Bastian? I really like Bastian. The issue is, he and I are both so civil to each other, we never really discuss the fundamental, line of commodity production and collective ownership that differentiates liberals from leftists. I really like the convos with Bastiat. Like, they're pleasant. I don't know how much we actually get to, so I'm going to put them in the C tier. Warren Farrell, I think I did as good as I could with this guy. I think I made the best possible arguments. This guy is a very prominent figure. I'm going to put this in the A tier. I think I did a good job with that. A lot of people think it's boring. I think I made arguments as best as I could. The Killstream Nazis. That's an easy double S tier. Hey, for more SS. Hey, look at that. For sure. That was an easy one. I just fucking stood there and quietly, calmly talked with them, you know? And they got, and they just in comparison to my stoic calm, they just got so fucking wild. Michael Tracy, this one's an S tier for me. Maybe it's not interesting for you guys. This Michael Tracy debate, I think I did a really good job in like exposing what like a Weasley shit he is. I think I did a really good job. I tend to have a hard time being mean to people who aren't being mean to me. And Michael Tracy at no point was mean to me at all. But Michael Tracy is a tool for the right. Michael Tracy is a dishonest weasel who will repeat falsified talking points against BLM and openly promote narratives that benefit the right while claiming that he's not, and that he's just trying to be a truth teller, and it's just a coincidence that everything he says ends up serving the right. Yeah, the asking him are trans women women and watching him stammer, and then if I ask him is Tulsi Gabbard a woman, he instantly says yes, but he's not willing to say trans women aren't women, shows you just how Weasley this motherfucker is. V, this guy was dumb as shit. D tier. Destiny and Rem, this one was funny as fuck. That's an A tier for sure. When I was moderating the Destiny v Rem, for sure. Also, I did a good job. Fuck you. Blair White, F tier. F tier. F tier. The Blair White debate, nope. I was way the fuck too nice to her. I thought she was like more of a Hunter Avalon type, like conservative, but you know, well-meaning, well-intended, and maybe could be moved over a little bit. Nah. No. Blair White is a dishonest, lying piece of shit. James Hake for the Hake Report. A C tier. There were some solid memes there. There's some solid memes there for sure. This was Suck My Opinion. D tier. D tier for Suck My Opinion. He's just obnoxious. Obnoxious dude. Crowd. I don't remember enough about this debate. I'm going to put this in B tier, I think. I think the debate was fairly productive. But it's been quite a while. Or was it worse? Maybe C tier? Was it a good debate? B tier? Yeah. Suck My Opinion round 2. This is here, I'm gonna check. I'm not getting canceled over this. Yeah, Suck My Opinion round 2. I'm also gonna put this in D. Again, I hate this. I hate this like this archetype of like leftists online who are very aggressive to the point where they're beyond dirtbag and they're basically just rolling around to being as toxic as some of the right-leaning people I talk to. It's just I don't like that. JLP, whew, that's an easy SS, baby. My IRL appearance with JLP, easy SS for fucking sure. I handled that in-person debate phenomenally. In fact, wait, hold on, you're right. I apologize, guys. I apologize. This is unbefitting. Sorry, this one goes in the amazing tier, right here. Which is, of course, in a league of its own and very much deserving of the slot. Absolutely. Now, we have the second debate here with Actual Justice Warrior, and I was going to say this before with the other one, which I ended up moving down. This one's a solid A for me. The actual debate with Actual Justice Warrior was fine. I did good, but this segment right here ended up getting clipped, and it turned into a TikTok. And that TikTok thing ended up getting millions of views and even ended up on the Instagram story of SZA. Holy shit. That's fucking wild. Shame my name wasn't on that initial clip. That would have been amazing fucking public exposure. but it was not, sadly. I think that in total, that clip of me debating Actual Justice Warrior probably has around 10 to 15 million views. Show us the clip. Yeah, sure. Can somebody produce that clip? Hold on. Vosh TikTok. Well, I don't know what would Vosh TikTok clip. Here we go. Well, I found this one. Ended up getting more exposure than like anything else I've done on my channel. Look, this is just some random post and it has nearly 200,000 views.
White people are killed by cops than black people.
Yeah, because there are more white people than black people in the USA. Considering the fact that black people are arrested far more disproportionately than white people for the same amount of crimes, these two stats might actually be related. For weed smoking, for example, black people and white people consume weed at about the same rate, but black people get arrested like 4 times as much as it.
But why?
Because black neighborhoods are over-policed. Let's say you have 2 neighborhoods, white and black, and the black one's a little bit poor. With that being the case, poorer neighborhoods tend to commit more crime, so the police chief says, okay, we're going to direct more resources towards the poor, the black neighborhood. Then, another 5 years roll around, another crime study is done on both neighborhoods. It turns out that in spite of the fact that police are overrepresented in the black community is now committing more crimes, not less crimes than before. The reason for that is because now police are there to catch more crimes. But what that means is more of them are locked up, and it means the community continues its cycle of impoverishment. The over-policing of communities is what contributes to their disproportionate crime committing.
Yeah, that right there from the leftists. Yeah, it's a good clip. Well cut together. Makes the argument pretty effectively. I got you. I see, Hyena. Anyway, so yeah, easy. Re-education debate. I don't remember a single fucking thing from this. Does anyone remember? Was this even a debate? I'm gonna have to put this in D tier just because I don't think I remember the actual contents of the debate. Papa Gut, I think I'm also going to have to. Yeah, discussions are included as well. Yeah. I don't remember much of the content of the discussion. Papa Gut, I think was C tier. I could have done a lot better. I think maybe going hard on some of these points. Shoe on Head conversation. Yeah. The Shoe on Head conversation, the one where I talked about whether or not she should be a part of the left or whatever. I'm now good friends with Shoe. Yeah. So that's an easy S for me. Yeah. Again, it's like with Hunter. If I've made a friend. Happy. Furry artist debate. I remember this one. This was a solid fucking F. This one was a waste of time. We were talking about whether or not Antifa was like super violent or whatever. And it was just a stupid fucking back and forth. This guy did like weird, cringy, furry art about the importance of being conservative or something. Yeah. ContraPoints. It's fucking ContraPoints. I actually think that was a super fun conversation with Contra. Also, it's Contra. I stand Contra. That's an easy double S for me. Right alongside the Nazis. She destroyed me in that debate. Undeniably, cat girls, dog girls, what are you gonna do? You know? The Paul Vanderklay discussion was interesting. I don't know how much we actually got in the way of debating the points on Jordan Peterson that we were laid out to debate, but Paul Vanderklay did make a lot of really interesting arguments about interpersonal relationships that I found compelling, and I've actually reflected on them since. So for personal introspection, I'm going to give this guy an A. Yeah. Loopy Jackal. This was just a pretty chill convo, right? I don't think we got any like super hard memes out of it though. Yeah, I think this was just a pretty pleasant conversation. Yeah. Contra referenced the cat girl versus dog girl debate in her latest video, and I'm sure she knows that I love her too. All right, Destiny the white moderate debate. This was the one where Destiny and I just screamed at each other, if I remember correctly. This was the one where Destiny and I just went fucking hard screaming at each other. Honestly, I'm just gonna put this a C tier, to be perfectly honest with you. Because the only meme that came out of this one was the child. Hold on, wait, I can find this. It's the child listens to Vosh and Destiny arguing. Here we go.
You would say this. The opportunity cost of moving is substantial. It's not just...
Oh, wait. Is this from the Just Move one? Okay, well, listen to it anyway.
Not just the first and last month you put down a deposit.
College student world.
What the fuck? You don't know Destiny. You don't know anything about me.
Mom and Dad paid, Mr. Mommy and Daddy paid for your school. I promise you I know more than you about this, okay?
Then respond to the fucking arguments rather than characterizing what I have to say. The first and last month's rent deposit, the actual cost of moving, the opportunity cost of leaving your job. These are huge institutional barriers that you don't give a fuck about because you're so triggered by the left.
88,000 views. What the? Oh, 82,000 views. Holy shit. Oh, man. Whew. Oh, boy. Man, that one went off. Whew. Lance from the Surfs. I always, I always like my discussions with Lance, you know? They don't have like the hard-hitting memes like with S. But with Lance, I feel like he always prepares to talk to me. You know what I mean? Like he never just calls in and says like sup. He actually has specific questions that he wants to go through and discuss. And I really appreciate that, you know? I appreciate the directed conversation. Paul's ego, I think this was a really fucking good conversation. Even if he and I fundamentally disagree, I think it was a really good conversation, you know? Definitely. And TJ, this remains one of the best conversations I've ever had on the channel. I'm gonna put TJ right up there with the double S again. We got a friend, yeah, we're staying right up there for sure, right next to the Nazis. That was still just one of the best conversations I've had on my channel. It was just really, really good. Chris Raygun, I feel like this convo was a little awkward. It was good, but it was a little awkward. I feel like I could have done a little better with some of these points. Focus a little less on the specifics, a little more on the arguments. So I'm going to put that here. Jimmy Snow. Jimmy Snow is just a good fucking conversation. Yeah, for sure. Looks like we're in more of the general discussion tier now. So this is going to be a little bit less hot meme contention and more. Did I enjoy talking to these people? Jimmy Snow? Yeah, I did, for sure. Phil Gursky. I think Phil Gursky was an excellent guest. This was the former intelligence expert. For sure. I think that was a great conversation. Intellectual media, also, I hate to crowd A tier over here. I think intellectual media was also a fantastic conversation. I really, really enjoyed that one. Garrison Davis, this motherfucker is still out there on the streets covering the fucking riots. This dude, sick as shit. I'd give him an S tier for balls. However, in the context of the conversation, I feel like I could have done a better job as an interviewer. I'm going to put it in the B tier. Vermin Supreme, gotta respect the Vermin, all right? That's, was it a little on the awkward side? I think it could have been a little bit less awkward. I'll put it in A. There's a solid balance between S and B, the interstice between them. Josephine Matthias was actually a really pleasant conversation. I don't think I've engaged with her at all since we first spoke. But I did really enjoy that convo. Yeah, I think I did. I know A tier is getting crowded here. I just like these discussions, you know? I didn't skip Josh. I just moved Josephine over by one. It was a really fun convo. Yeah, chat was annoying. Chat does have an issue anytime like a pretty lady is on or whatever. You people freak out. I know there are a lot of kids in my chat, but we gotta keep it cool, guys. Come on. They get enough comments on that. Joshua Collins. Now, so Joshua Collins is like a roller coaster for me. So Joshua Collins, the initial convo was good. But then Joshua Collins' campaign kind of imploded. But since then, I've talked to Joshua Collins in private, and I think that it's been far more productive than a lot of the discourse that I've seen broadly online in public spaces. So this is a massive roller coaster for me. So I'm going to put it smack dab in the middle at C, because that is the midpoint of a roller coaster that goes up and down between the top and the bottom. Liam O'Mara, I'm always awkward as fuck when it comes to interviewing political candidates, but I really like this guy. I really fucking hope this guy wins. Sorry, A tier, not B. I really fucking hope this guy wins. Liam O'Mara, this guy is a really solid shot at turning a red district as a populist leftist. Really, really, really fucking big hope for this guy. Mike Vick, likewise, honestly. Mike Vick is state rep, not U.S. congressperson, so they're not posed to be in as high of an office. But I think that Mike Vick's extensive experience with union organizing and just with the general on the ground engagement with activists is really important. Oh, that's true though. He did say he's not voting for Biden, so for that we got to put him in B for Biden. Gushian. Listen, the problem with Gushian isn't that the conversation was bad. It's that I feel like Gushian doesn't have the constitution to do online drama stuff. I never knew how Gushian felt about me because I felt like she was blowing with the wind of public opinion. So I'd talk with her and she'd be cool, but then she'd be like sniping me on Twitter, and then I'd talk and she'd be cool, and then she'd be sniping me, and I had no idea. And I don't know if it's because she's a snake, and I don't know if it's just because she's very impressionable. Yeah, she's pop culture professor now. If she's doing like lefty educational stuff right now, that's good, and good luck to her for that. But I don't appreciate how she dealt with me. Yana Ludwig. Yana Ludwig has unfortunately been defeated in her quest to become a Wyoming U.S. Senator. However, it was a wonderful conversation. I was, in fact, planning to have a second one, but it ended up getting delayed past the point of her defeat in the electoral process, which is really, really unfortunate. But she was really cool, and she was really down to earth, and I really liked talking to her. So solid A for me. Retired cop. This was Counterpoints. I still need to talk with Counterpoints. My schedule is fucking staring me down like the barrel of a gun. I remember the conversation with him being good. However, I think my first conversation with Counterpoints was a little bit bogged down with, oh, haha, it's a leftist and a former cop talking to one another. And I think that actually got in the way of the conversation. If or when I have another conversation with Counterpoints, I think this could be an A or even an S tier, depending on how it goes. For now, I think it's a solid B tier. More due to the context of the conversation than anything involving him. We have the Wet'suwet'en activist. I enjoyed this conversation a lot. My main issue with it right here is that I didn't have much to add. This didn't feel like a conversation. It just felt like a one-way delivery of information where she would explain stuff to me and then I would make a joke because I have to say something, you know? This is not in any way, shape, or form a dig at her, of course. I really enjoyed the convo, but it was essentially just me being educated, you know? And then we have the YMS and Jeff Holiday Drunken Peasant stream, which was, honestly, I was not feeling good that day. I had a phenomenal fucking time. Jeff Holiday's a super cool dude. Adam's a super cool dude. Honestly, I had a really fucking good time at that convo. Really fucking good time. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. This was an S for fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Now, there are a few people who aren't here. Lumi. Any Lumi convo, easy A tier. Love Lumi. They're great. Mexi. Believe it or not, I would put Mexi S tier. A lot of people got mad at me. A lot of people got mad at me for that convo. I think I handled myself perfectly well. I went back and rewatched it with Mexi. I think I did a perfectly good job explaining my positions, delivering my perspective, and I feel like the reaction that I got is more indicative of people's preconceptions about me than it is in than it is like me itself. So I would actually put it in S tier because it's a perfect representation of my problem arguing with the left. It feels like there's a complete disconnect between what I say and what happens to me because of it. Socialism MMA and so socialism MMA, that one fucking guy that I talked to recently, what was the fucking Tulsi dipshit, Nico, and the Ethan Ralph conversations are easy F tiers, massive wastes of time, absolutely no reason whatsoever for me to have fucking stepped out of bed that day. And there were two extreme dad discussions that I had, both of which I would easily put in either A or S tier because extreme dad was fucking hilarious. What about Rose Wrist? That was just a really simple conversation. I would put that in the B tier. C-Space? C-Space would be S tier. Easy S tier right there. The C-Space debate, the one where he said that all women are shorter than all men, that one was very, very good. Now, listen. I have hundreds of debates and discussions on my channels. There are more, but I feel like these are the... I feel like this about covers pretty much my history. Will this be a segment? Yeah, why the fuck not? Yeah, pretty crazy. It's crazy to like look at a visual representation of nearly 2 years of online working. That's really, really crazy. Yeah. Hog. Thanks, JLP. You're amazing. Oh, yeah. What this will do, this is actually a really good archive of like, hey, Vosh is cool. Which Vosh videos should I watch? Like, what debates are good? Well, here you go. Here are my fucking opinions on the matter. Also, of course, a huge shout out to Conyer for get thee out there. To Conyer out here for making the fucking... Look at that. Don't you want to follow Conyer on Twitter? Look at my fucking hairless cat. Look at her. She's like a fucking Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Look at her feet. Right there. Right the fuck up there.